Hey, my God, I see someone stealing. There's a thief here. God, come here quick. There's a thief over there. Help! Arrest that thief.
I see a thief. God! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk. So you...
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few...
Did he have any kith or...
None.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Good afternoon.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
I don't know how I can help you.
Who was this Lubosh?
You could see at first glance he was no good.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with?
As far as I know.
That's all. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I've come in the name of Sir...
I don't know nothing about it.
Do you know anyone
Not with anyone from the...
Do you know what Lubosh...
I was coming from the town. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow.
Have you noticed anything?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
God be with you.
I've come in the...
Of course.
That man Lube.
He was a drunk who was...
Have you noticed anything?
Well, no.
Do you know what Lube was?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone?
He was a loner.
That's all.
Good luck to you.
What the?
I'm on it.
I've come in the...
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a...
That man Lube.
He was a strange one.
Have you noticed any...
I didn't see much.
That's all.
God be with you.
Aby se stále rádi měli.
God save.
I've come in the name of...
Of course.
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Mushrooms, apples, carrots, cabbage.
I'm at your service.
See you later.
Can we do...
Why not?
Agree?
It'll take...
Is this enough?
Well... Aye.
You there!
All right, enough!
You were seen picking a lock. You should have thought twice about what you're doing.
This is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men. I dread to think what he'll do when he finds out.
Ah, I didn't know that. My apologies. Go ahead.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right.
God be with you.
I am honored that a knight... God be with you.
God be with you. God be with you.
I'll have to get my own ale. Over here, a beer.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless, and we had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovno. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanush to send that old grouch Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujit, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyle?
Enjoy.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubos told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church, the lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean?
One beer.
My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Well, enjoy it, Father. I have to go now. I'm not much in the mood for a drink.
I thought you'd be more game.
So you won't help me out with that secret?
No, I won't.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Do you have any work then?
My dear lad, I have to deal with a
witch?
The herb woman.
No, don't tell.
This is no...
This isn't my...
Take care now.
I've changed my mind.
I have to deal with
A witch?
the herb woman.
No, don't tell me.
This is no...
What do you want me to?
I want you to... If you learn...
Satisfied?
Consider it done.
Good. Take care now.
Good health to you.
I've come in the name...
Of course, ask your...
Do you know what Luke... That's all.
Farewell. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Look out, a thief! Damn!
Who was limping?
God almighty.
I've come in the...
I don't know nothing.
Have you noticed any...
Oh, come to... I will...
That's all.
Take care now.
Yeah.
The blessings of our... Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems, sir,
Did you know Lubosh?
a bit of a lot.
Did you notice...
My child.
That's really not a...
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lub...
Unfortunately,
What?
I'm bound by certain...
Vows more...
There are laws.
Father, surely...
There are things that...
I've got no time for this. You might be happy to put people's lives at risk, but I refuse to, and I'll get that confession out of you by force if I have to.
You're threatening me. You want to fight me? What?
All right, let's do it.
Take care.
Yeah! Yeah! Ah! 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 Yeah! Ah! Ah!
Well, I have to admit you're good. Or I'm getting too old for this. Either way, if you think you'll get confessional secrets out of me with your fists, you're badly mistaken, boy. You can hammer me to death if you like, but the sanctity of the confession is unbreakable. I do want to help you, though. So come to the tavern in the evening, and maybe we'll come up with something.
My pleasure.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But first I'd like...
I'm from Scarlet.
Oh.
They're dead.
Oh, it must have been...
Oh, God, I didn't make it. They almost killed me.
My poor... And how did you...
He...
Now the... I see it. Well then.
I've told you... Well, we've had an... So...
If people...
I...
Chin up.
What?
If I tell you what...
Word of honor?
On my...
I always want...
Well... It has to be a tongue lash... I... The... They don't... Oh, man!
Well...
I'd like a beer. Oh, the...
I don't doubt.
Let's drink.
Funny.
What do you mean?
Thanks for the...
What do you suppose?
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Przyszła bida mora lat, to nie ustoi żadnej chlap. Na kraj panuje sej smutek, do dnielo i rano utek, niech ich małżeński majstrat, do wczera żylne staje prak. Už sej bojí svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich kůži. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požerem si huby jako poslední jen. Půjďme se vámi a do rána slávy a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra jen tu jsou nejden, tak nalej mi hned, ať točí se svět.
Enough of this!
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped, and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh. You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Well then. Yo.
Hey, Henry!
Watch the step, my dears. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here. Oh.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell.
Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look, from what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this?
If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Never show up. The swill pole.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait. Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world. But that power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone. It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, cumens, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom.
When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
And what sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates! Away with them!
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honour to Godwin.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, but he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
nebesa, požírali staré báby na trapat.
Greetings. What do you need?
God be with you. Did I tell you about my wife's lace making?
No, I didn't know she did that.
She only started not long ago. Always in the evening, while there's still a bit of light. She sits down, gets on with it. And she's quite deaf at it.
I'm not surprised. Eddie was always
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Get out of here, you fucker, or you'll regret it.
Yeah.
So you want my money?
What's the matter? Come on.
God damn.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
Go big at the knees, love you!
Here! That's done.
I'll slaughter you!
Well,
Is that all you've got to cry?
what are you doing here? Tired of life?
Is that all you've got?
I'm going to enjoy this.
Just when I wanted to vent my rage.
Who's there?
What's that? Who's that?
Hey, who's there? Someone's there.
all that comic.
I'll slay you! Rat.
Ow.
You're dead.
What's the matter?
Jesus Christ! Damn!
You...
You're going to...
Go!
I'll slaughter you!
Come here, deliver.
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? What's going on there? Who's there? What's going on there? Who's there? Who's there? What have we got here? Entertainment. Great. Come on. Here! I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up? Shit yourself?
Yeah.
Come here, deliver.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hand like your Aussie dude, man.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Take a look. I got everything you need, day or night, at home or at work.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
What's the matter?
It's the tourney. It always upsets me.
Why would the tourney upset you?
It brings back sad memories about my son Svartalfbrook. God rest him. He always loved sword fighting. Even when he was just a lad, he used to duel with his mates with sticks. And for years he saved every groschen he got so he could buy a real weapon. Wasn't long before he had the hang of all sorts of fancy strikes and feints. So when he heard Sir Hanush was holding tourneys for common folk, he was first in line to enroll.
So what happened to him then?
Well, this fella by the name of Peter enrolled. They called him Black Peter on account of the colour he wore. He beat all comers. No man could match him. Only Svartalfbrook was determined to take him, so he started training all the hours God gave. He even started going to Captain Bernard for lessons. And in the last tourney, he got the better of Black Peter in the end and won the prize. Only he never came home that day. I figured he was having a drink in Rattay to celebrate his victory. But he didn't even turn up in the morning, and I started getting worried. I was just on my way to look for him when some merchants came by. They'd found my boy by the road just past Rattay. He was still alive, but he was burning up and shaking like a leaf. I sent for the sawbones right away. But before the day was out, I had to send for the priest.
Do you know anything about this Black Peter?
No, not much. I asked around, but nobody knew nothing much about him. Except he was a stuck-up bastard. He always just turned up for the tourney, took his prize and vanished.
I see.
Oh, heavens no. Sir Hanush, and he makes damn sure.
Did Svatopluk have any wounds?
Only a couple of scratches and bruises from the tourney. Nothing that would kill a man. Not even the sawbones could figure out what done him in.
You were right about that Black Peter. He's tough and skilled. I enrolled in the tourney, but I didn't win. Black Peter was the victor again. He's damn good.
And did you find out anything about how my boy died?
I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, well. I didn't expect there'd be much chance of finding out anything after all this time. Thanks for trying, at least. Take care.
Jesus Christ.
How are things here?
Everyone here tries to help their neighbour, but it ain't easy. And if that wasn't, our blacksmith has been feeding, except maybe my snack.
Guard!
Guard! Help! Arrest that thief! Guard, come here quick! There's a thief over there!
All right, you win. I surrender.
Someone reported you should have thought twice.
All right.
What of it?
Damn it.
You paid for your crime. And spread...
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
I hope I can be...
What's the matter?
It's...
Why would the...
It... And for you. So when...
So what happened to him then?
Well... He... Only... They've found...
Do you know anything about?
No, not much.
Did Svatopluk have any wounds?
Only a couple of... Not even the sawbones.
I see.
Oh, heaven. And he makes death.
Did your son ever...
Oh, aye, more than once. Svatopluk wasn't the strongest, but he was agile as a weed.
Do you think it was this Black Peter who killed him?
It was the first thing crossed my mind. Aye. But there's no proof. It could have been anyone, I suppose.
I'm sorry about what happened to your son.
Thank God be with you.
Yeah.
Isn't that...
What? Shit! Henry!
Henry! Here!
Henry!
I'm glad to see you.
Matthew! Fritz! You're alive!
Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rat-Eye that I got back in my right mind.
You're not doing too well either, are you?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
No one's interested in two good carpenters in Sasau.
No one.
And we looked everywhere.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
Well, I can ask around, but I'm not promising anything.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
What other neighbours of ours made it?
Your hunker's in the monastery. That's about all we know.
I owe my life to Teresa.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work?
God be with
Good
you,
luck,
Henry.
I'll be back in 2 shakes.
To good neighbours. Any chance of a bite to eat?
Good health to you.
Can I sleep here?
All right. For how long?
Just the one.
No problem.
Here you are.
You'll like it.
Where do I go to?
On the upper floor of the inn. Your chamber is the one in the middle.
Pull me an egg.
Let's have a word about.
Why not?
Agree?
That's not enough.
Since it's you.
Well, now. All right, so.
God bless them. I like it here.
looks out across the sky. He loses his way to the 4th line.
God watch over you. Good night. Especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
I'd like to,
Uh-huh.
I'd like, a private bath for 2.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Goodbye.
Oh. 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 Can I help?
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me. May the Lord watch over you.
Cabbage! Cabbage! Green cabbage! Get it before it goes brown.
He isn't the man I married.
Well, that's obvious.
I'm honoured that you should come to me.
Good one. Come have a look. Don't be shy. You'll never see such fine men.
Good luck to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good men and good wives, come closer. There's something cute and fresh from the woods of Lord.
Farewell.
Let's have a word. Naturally. Since
It'll take more. Aye, for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you?
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
The Lady of Talmberg sent me. She wants me to find out why the crown's been delayed.
Through no fault of ours, I can tell you that. We had a large stone ordered for mounting on the crown, a beautiful Moldavite from South Bohemia that we had cut and polished in Prague. But, well, in short, the good merchant, Martin Wieseck, who was supposed to bring it from Prague, got lost along the way. It's like the ground swallowed him up.
Lady Stephanie won't be happy.
Look, we've got something else here we can replace the stone with, but I'm sure even you can see it's not worthy of a noble wedding, and definitely not worthy of our fine craftsmanship. Oh, if I only had someone who'd try to find the Moldavite.
Why don't you just ask me? Of course I'll try to find the stone. Just tell me where the fellow was seen last.
That fellow, as you call him, the esteemed merchant, Martin Wieseck, was last seen riding alongside the Sassau River, passing by the footbridge over the ford, to the west of here. Evidently, he never made it to Sassau town.
Well, I'll look for him, but he could be far over the mountains by now. Or under the ground.
God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone there?
Well, now, look, it's crawling out. Over here! Where is everyone? one week at the... You're done for, fucker! What's the matter? Come on! Bollocks!
You're back. About that Moldavite we discussed.
Yes. Do you have some news?
Yes. The good news is I found Vizek.
That sounds like cause for rejoicing, but how come he isn't with you?
That's the bad news. He didn't survive.
Merciful God. He was a good and highly respected man. I will pray for his soul. Anyway, let me see the stone, if you would be so kind.
Of course. Here it is.
Excellent. It looks undamaged. I'll get straight to work. You can come for the finished crown tomorrow evening. God be with you. Jesus Christ be...
What about the...
I seem to recall telling you... May the Lord watch over you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
God save you. What can I do for you? God be with you.
The bastard! Stop him, someone! Catch him! Thief! Ah! And that's that.
You showed him. And did you get the loot back?
I did. I have it here.
Thank you, that thieving magpie. And just so you know...
Thanks.
Blood will be spilt.
Is that the best I can do?
Is that all you've got?
What's the matter? Come on! Come here, silly liver.
You get what for? I'm gonna enjoy this.
someone there.
What have we got here? Entertainment, great. To arms! Get over here! Gone weak at the knees, have you? Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! To arms! Get over here! You're going to cry now? Missed? Christ!
I hope I can.
About that.
Yes.
Yes?
That's
the bad news.
merciful. Anyway.
Of course.
Excellent. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Lord's tasty. Good on bread and for frying.
They'll stay firm all winter. Fight before someone else. What's that?
I hope I can be of help.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Welcome, Henry.
Jesus Christ, be.
Is there somewhere I could...
Certainly. For how long?
Just the one.
All right.
Here you go.
You'll like it here.
Where do I go?
On the upper floor of the inn. The second door.